Hello my friends. I've been crocheting for maybe 8 years now, and I learned how to crochet through YouTube, and I felt that it was important for me to be able to share some of my experience with you in regards to how to improve your crochet. Maybe you've been crocheting for years, and eventually you start creating your own hacks and your own things to make your crochet easier or look better. I realized that there were some things that I needed to do and achieve that made my crochet knowledge, it kind of challenged my crochet knowledge. So this is your normal crochet rows. You know, you have a little square and you have the chain 2 to turn. This is with half double crochets, and this is very normal. It's a very even work. You know, you can see it very well, and it's nice. But I thought, you know, how could I make the stitches to look better? Even though this looks good, how can I make them look even better? And I came up with a new stitch. I don't think I've seen it anywhere, but it's just a different way of crocheting. Will be the equivalent of purling knitting, and it just makes the same stitch, the half double crochet, in an opposite way. So I want to teach you that. I want to start the first video of this series is with this, because this is the one thing that has helped my crochet look even way better, and I want yours to look even better as well. And I have other things that I'm going to teach you in this series of videos, things that I have found that are very important. So we're going to get started with I'm going to have the next section is going to have already the first row, so we don't spend any time on that, and I'm going to teach you how to make it happen. Okay, my dear friends, so this is my work. I made the sample a little bit shorter so then we can see a lot of the turns in it. This sample is 20 stitches across with a 5.5 millimeters hook, or I think it's a J or an I hook. I have a hard time finding out what letter is it, because it's not, I'm used to seeing my hooks. I'm not from the States, I'm from Guatemala, but anyway. So this is my sample. I just started with a foundation chain, and I did my half double crochets in here. So this is the part I'm going to teach you how to do. So then you turn your work. Normally I chain 2 to begin my work. Okay. You turn your work, okay? And you're going to start inserting your hook in here, but normally you will do this motion, right? And you'll start like this. But in this time, what we're going to do is we're going to go backwards. So the way we're going to do it is that we're going to insert the hook this way, and we're going to roll the yarn differently. So we're going to roll the yarn around our hook like this towards us, okay? You're going to insert your hook from behind, pull the yarn like this, and then finish your half double crochet. Okay, you pull your yarn like this, insert your hook from the back, pull your yarn backwards, you have 3 loops, pull your yarn through. And you keep going doing this, pull your yarn from behind, 3 loops, and finish your stitch. So I'm going to finish this row. You can fast forward if you rewind if you want. I want to zoom in a little bit on this so you can see it. Okay, I'll try to keep it in the middle. Pull your yarn, insert your hook from behind, 3 loops on your hook, and then you pull your yarn to finish the stitch. Again, pull your yarn towards you, insert the hook from behind, and finish your stitch. So I'm going to continue working like this. And as whenever you purl in knitting, if you are familiar with knitting, whenever you purl your stitches, the stitches start rolling, and it makes like a rolling effect in the work that you're doing. And sometimes it's necessary. So sometimes in crochet, maybe you will want that. Maybe you will want your work to roll. I don't prefer it, but maybe you do. Maybe you want to experiment with that and see how it goes and try it. As you see, my work is curling in here, you see. But I want to make the next round normally, next row normally, like I would do with half double crochets. I'm going to keep it in live timing here. I'm not going to fast forward so you can see. And then we're going to compare the two works, okay? The two samples. Finish this row. I'm working with a red heart super soft yarn, and I love this kind of yarn. Some people don't prefer acrylic yarn, but for some reason I really like it. I like this shimmery yarn, and there's so many varieties. There's the super soft, it's the soft yarn by Red Heart, and there's the Caron Simply Soft, and Hobby Lobby has this yarn. It's called, I have one in here, Soft and Shiny, which is very similar, and I love these yarns. Okay, so in this part I want to fast forward to finish up, but I want to see compare the two works. I want to fold this one and I want to put it next to it, or maybe like this. I don't know if you see the differences, but in here you see this rib right here, and I mean, it's fine, it's totally fine, you can do it like this. But if you can see in this one, your stitches look like if it were on the right side, and in the back side our work has the ribbing, this ribbing that this one has. In this one you can see it like, so this one has a right side and a back, and a right side, which is this one, and a wrong side, which is this one. But it really doesn't matter. But the idea is, if you want for your work to look in a certain way, you can use this stitch to make it look like that. So in this next part I'm gonna fast forward me creating this part, and then you're gonna see the two samples next to each other so you can see it in a better way. So this is the way my final work looks like, and as you can see the differences, you can see the differences in this stitching. You know, it's the same kind of stitch, but the reverse stitches look towards the left side instead of going to the right. If you can see the different stitching, it's just looking to different directions, and that helps a lot, you know, in regards to projects that need something more evenly looking, like for example a blouse or something that you will want to try. And I think this is a great way of doing it. Now I recommend you watching another videos where you can see the reverse way of doing single crochet and double crochet as well reversed. I've tried it with treble crochet, but it's kind of tricky to do a reverse, so at least I can show you 2 more stitches with this technique, and I recommend you click on the link that you see right now and you see these other videos. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and turn on your notifications so you can get new techniques or new stitches I might upload.